Good evening, everyone. This is Jubilant Rich, and I'm just here with a very random hobby progress slash gaming progress video. As you can see, I'm actually looking a lot happier today, probably because I won a game. The game which I won was with my Genestealer cultist. Genestealer cultist, I've already said that I'm actually going to be doing Genestealer cultist, actually going forward with it. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is this time, rather than being like, "Hey, look, I'm collecting Tyranids, make about 5 models maybe," and then it's like, "Oh no, I'm playing Space Marines now, completely different faction." No, this time I am actually going full steam ahead with Genestealer Cultists. I've even been putting actual effort into it. It's great. Yeah, so these guys here, I mean, I didn't really want to show them, especially not up close because they're not painted, but parts of 10 of these 12 guys are all cleaned. Obviously, they're sub-assemblies stuck together with white tack. How else am I going to game with them? So, yeah. But that's only under compendium rules. It's basically a fire team of acolytes and a fire team in the fights. I really want to see some previews of the Genestealer cult rules, which are going to be published in White Dwarf, because I want to know what I can make a roster off of, because in just about around mid-February I'll be going to Warhammer World to be playing some Kill Team. I will definitely be taking Genestealer cults then, and hopefully in their White Dwarf iteration rather than their current form. But yeah, now I say that like I feel like they're bad in their current form. No, I actually think that they're pretty good. And the game which I played today, I'll just run you through that. It was Consecrate Ground. I was up against Necrons. I was using the fire team there, sorry, the kill team there, which, like I said, Neophytes and Acolytes. The Acolytes are Rock Drill, Rock Cutter, Acolyte Leader with Bone Sword Whip, of course. Standard Mook Acolyte and an Icon Bearer. And for the Neophytes, it was 4 Mooks, Grenade Launcher Flamer, and Mining Laser. So, the Necron player, my mate Toby, was actually playing Immortals and Death Marks. I won't go over equipment. Well, actually, I might as well go over my equipment because it was pretty straightforward. It was basically the mining rigs on the 2 heavy rock dudes. And I thought, since I've got the model, which of course is in preparation for when we hopefully get one of these guys as our game-breaking specialist of the team, yeah, hopefully we'll be getting the demo spec as an actual operative. But anyway, yeah, so of course I took a demo charge. Got some interesting tales about that. So I decided to actually deploy that guy underground. Because I thought, like, hey, cool, I'll just have him as close in as possible. Well, with demolition charge. Because he went, as you know, with Consecrate Ground, you've both got split deployment zones. He bunched up 4 guys one side, 4 guys another. I thought, I'm just going to try and take out at least 3 of you dudes in one go. And then I remembered, oh yeah, unwieldy, which means that I can't really move into the position. I have to do it from where I am. Oh wait, I can't really do that. There's an objective there if I got to take it. So that was the start of my game, and you'd think that it went downhill from there, but no, I actually managed to win. Granted, it was only like 13-11, so it was a very close game. I'd lost 9 of my 12 dudes. He'd lost 3. So yeah, I obviously only won by playing to the objective, which, I mean, as I've said in I'm following my own advice, you know, play the objective. As much as I would love to just wipe my opponent off the board, I don't play factions that can do that, so I'm just going to go up there, play the mission. I did. It worked out really well for me. The secondaries which I took, going back to another one of my previous videos talking about like tac ops and that, I didn't really go with things that I bigged up in that video. Instead, I went with security, and I ended up drawing and keeping out my drawers. Central control. Yeah, central control, seize ground. That's the one with the heavy bit of terrain, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? And hold the line. That was it. Yeah, hold the line. Surprisingly enough, I didn't score any of that because there was one dude who I ended up letting get to within the point where, you know, he was near one of my deployment zones. So he obviously, I couldn't actually, you know, get the points for it. I don't know why I let that happen, but I don't suppose it would have made much of a difference. I still won. So yeah, and the one which I did actually, the one tac op which I scored anyway off of and maxed was actually central control. So I'm always going to take that any time that I will, yeah, I'll always try and take that any time I take security because it's just so easy and yeah, I think I could have performed a lot better. There was, like I say, there's like a few mistakes on my part which meant that yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed the game as close as it was, and yeah, it's made me feel more confident about myself as a player because, like I've probably mentioned before, whenever I've played Genestealer Cults in the past, it was using custom rules for aberrants, and I feel like it relied more on that than my ability as a player or the Genestealer Cults as a faction. Having played this game now, and we can always say that it's, you know, it's a game of like chance. So it might have just been my opponent was having a bad day, I was having a good day. But bearing in mind, I lost 9 of 12 dudes. So, you know, I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up my own ass here, but I feel like I may have actually got good at kill team. It only took me, you know, another edition to get in, you know, that good. But yay, I can competently play kill team now. So yeah, now all I got to do is make sure that I don't take shitty factions like Space Marines, and then yeah, I'll actually be able to do what I need to do. Yeah, so that's it. Hobby progress, getting well ahead with Genestealer Cultists. Won a game so far with Genestealer Cultists. Hopefully win another game next Wednesday with Genestealer Cultists. Hopefully win even more games with Genestealer Cultists. And also hopefully see what the hell Genestealer Cultists will actually be playing like after the 21st of January, whenever White Dwarf comes out. So yeah, happy days, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm not going to give you any weird promises as to the next video coming up, but at least I've held up one, which was to give you a video in January and to be talking about Genestealer Cult stuff. So yay, I get my part in the bargain. You keep your part in the bargain by liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Maybe even leave a comment or two like, well done, Rich. You can play games now. Or paint your friggin' models, Richard. Or, well, actually, no. You don't need to tell me to paint. I will paint them whenever I actually have them all, you know, cleaned up and ready. As for actual paint schemes, I've mentioned other places that I'm wanting to do the Pauper Princes colour scheme, and I've actually got the majority of colours for it, but I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to go with my own scheme based off of the fluff for the Creed of Tiamat. Tiamat is my favourite Hive fleet. I've probably said it at least a couple of times, just can't remember. I like also how the fluff pertaining to Genestealer Cults and them relates, like rather than the Genestealer Cultists waiting for the Tyrannists to come to them, they're like, hey, crusade or pilgrimage rather, let's go to paradise and get eaten. Fun times. Yeah, so I basically want to try and take the Tiamat Hive Fleet colour scheme and incorporate it into an actual Genestealer Cult colour scheme, because some of the models back there which I was sort of working on, that was one that was where I was actually doing that scheme, and the one which actually painted it fully, I can't remember if I've actually shown you guys this model. I'm gonna get him when I remember where I put him. There he is. Yeah. and then I'm going to hold this up until it focuses, so that'll be about a minute. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, you got the whole dark green going on here, and you got the white using the Quelia green shade in the recesses. And I don't really know if I mean, it works great on Tyranid skin, the whole white and with the green shade thing, but I don't know if I really like it on the rubber armor plating. I had pondered it being a cloth colour, especially for my ideas for the banner, because with the icon bearers, I noticed that the banner has got 2 separate flaps of cloth on either side of the pole. So what I want to do is, for my icons, have one side of that the weird white with green shade, and the other side just the dark green. And that was also why I this is something I'm actually particularly proud of. It just like came to me to make an icon ward using bits of the icon ward and just an icon bearer. And I'll tell you why. Because with the icon ward, the symbol on the banner is that for the cult of the inner worm. Yes, there is a fluff reason that they give for that in the Genestealer Cult Codex 7th and 8th edition. Like, oh, because the sword-toothed weapon is so common amongst Genestealer cults, this symbol appears in their symbol. I was like, that's a real cop-out. And I don't really see how the sawtooth thing fits into my whole weird space pilgrimage theme, so I was like, get rid. And that's why I made the following conversion for my icon ward. When I say made, I mean testing out, as with most things that you guys are used to. Yeah, the body, you might recognise, is actually the leader-ish acolyte model from Deathwatch Overkill. I've stuck a head from an acolyte leader there instead of the, well, what it was before, and I've taken the icon ward's body and all that other stuff is still single sprue, to be fair. Yeah, but anyway, bottom line is this will be my icon ward for 40k, because I have also mentioned that I'm going to be building a 40k army of GSC as well, which is why I kind of want to make sure that my kill team and army don't deviate too much, so that I'm not, like, you know, needing more extra models or having to paint things differently, etc, etc. So yes, another interesting thing is I found that the icon ward's head is actually really nice. It's probably the only good thing about the model, if I'm being completely honest. So that's why I decided to stick it. Focus. 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 Anyway, yeah, so I stuck the icon ward's head on a acolyte leader's body. Because I just like I say, I just really like that face, and I thought it looks more, you know, gribbly and unique than your typical acolyte. But I didn't want to waste it upon the actual model it should be on. So yeah, I've stuck on that leader there, just also because I wanted to have an acolyte leader that stood out a bit. The funniest thing is, like, the acolyte leader's head, which I stuck on the icon ward, I don't like that on acolyte leaders because, well, for one, it's samey if you're going to be, oh, we just used the one with the horn, that's our leader, yeah. So yeah, I tried to make things a bit different because snowflakeism. Yeah, anyway, I actually have somehow managed to go at least a few minutes beyond my closing. So yeah, back to the whole thing of me saying like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.